The secret to getting truly consistent characters with AI is simpler than you might think. And turning those consistent characters into attention-grabbing video content doesn't require spending all day editing anymore. Getting a character to look the same across different shots has always been one of the trickiest parts of AI image generation. However, when you combine a solid image training workflow with smart video tools, you can scale character-driven content both quickly and reliably. First, let me walk you through the visual side, how to create a small, high-quality dataset for one single character. Next, we train a lightweight custom image model that reliably reproduces the same face, outfit, and proportions in every single scene.
Then, I'll show you how to take those generated images and easily make them into shorts and social media reels.
We achieve this using a long-to-short workflow that feels way less annoying than manual editing ever did. This entire process ensures your characters are recognizable and your publishing frequency stays high for maximum reach. Step 1 begins with generating a comprehensive character sheet showing multiple angles and several different expressions. I use a high-quality image model and prompt for a sheet that clearly requests multiple views like front, three-quarter, and profile. The actual magic here isn't just about the sheer number of images you generate, it's about getting them all into one unified layout. This unified layout teaches the underlying model a single, consistent identity across every pose instantly. If you need cleaner details for the next steps, simply upscale that final reference sheet, as a 2x enhancement is usually sufficient. Moving to step 2, you must extract every single usable pose from that master sheet by carefully cropping them. Make sure you crop out full body compositions, half body views, and tight headshots to maximize data utility. You should also flip some of these extracted images horizontally to effectively double the size of your initial dataset. If you started with only 4 poses on your sheet, you can easily create 8 to 10 training images just through this simple duplication process. This step is basic but absolutely essential because more consistent perspectives help the custom model generalize much better. For step 3, upload your curated image collection to a custom model trainer platform to begin fine-tuning. You will call this small, private model whatever you like, perhaps Red Alien or Space Cop, and keep its description short and accurate. The real trick here is not relying on a massive dataset, but rather on clean, consistent examples that have been pre-selected. I have personally seen decent results emerge from models trained with as few as 6 to 12 very good, clean crops. If the platform you use supports fast fine-tuning, the model often trains incredibly quickly based on that small input. When using your new custom model in step 4, you absolutely must repeat the clothing and key descriptors from the reference sheet in your prompt. That simple act of repeating the descriptor is the single most important detail for guaranteeing visual consistency. Next, ask for the specific camera angles, the required environment, or any particular actions you need your character to perform. You might prompt for a full body-wide shot where your character is wearing a specific coat and actively pushing a hand forward. If the generated crop doesn't include the entire body, you can use the image editor's handy expand feature to fix it. Create a vertical shot first to ensure you capture the full intended pose, then expand that to a horizontal frame for final output. This technique skillfully fills in the background while perfectly preserving the consistency of your main subject. To boost variety even further for training, you can use face and editor tools to modify expressions and head directions. Drag a crisp headshot into a face editor, then change the expression to happy, surprised, or keep it neutral. You can also shift the gaze direction subtly, save each unique variant, and add them all to your growing dataset. These small, precise tweaks are absolute gold because they let your model capture new emotional states while preserving identity. A quick note on non-human characters. They are harder, but the exact same process of consistent angles and clothing applies. The key is always sticking to that identical outfit description across all your prompts, so the clothing remains securely locked in place. I've found that custom fine-tuned models significantly beat out one-off public generators for consistent non-human characters, especially when costume is vital. Now for the part that creators genuinely love, turning that visual work into lots of short, viral-ready videos without living inside an editor timeline. If you are making character-driven content like lore drops or short skits, you simply do not want to hand-cut dozens of shorts from hour-long footage. You want an AI system that finds the good bits, stitches them together, and outputs clips ready for posting across all platforms. That is precisely where tools that specialize in auto-editing and automated scheduling really start to shine for content scaling. A few popular options are great for image generation or single images, but they often fail to handle the entire content pipeline from start to finish. Some of these specialized tools are quite pricey with their subscription models, while others focus only on static images, ignoring video management. For example, one well-known image-first tool has an excellent character feature but isn't built to scale long-form video editing or auto-slice a stream. Another tool might be amazing at generative art, but charges you per render, failing to integrate into any useful content calendar system. That lack of integration often forces creators to either pay a premium or manually stitch multiple tools together just to manage their output. This is where a workflow that includes a smart tool like Vizard becomes exceptionally useful for bridging that gap. Once you have your consistent visuals and short animations, Vizard takes your long video and automatically finds the high engagement moments. It expertly clips those moments into polished, viral-ready pieces and prepares them perfectly for immediate posting. The first huge time saver is the auto-editing viral clips feature, which finds the talking points and jokes instantly. Second, the auto-schedule function lets you set how often you want content to post, and the AI queues the clips automatically for you. You truly don't have to babysit the posting window. You can essentially set it and forget it for days at a time. Third, the content calendar allows you to manage, tweak, and push clips to multiple different social platforms from one single dashboard. You can preview content, reschedule posts, or swap out assets without ever needing to hop between external platforms. To combine both workflows in practice, first create a short AI animation, or a few generated scenes of your character acting. Render a short sequence if you can, or assemble a slightly longer piece of footage that prominently features your consistent character. Then, upload that long footage, even if it's just a 10 or 20-minute piece, to the Smart Editing tool. Let the auto-edit feature do its job. It scans the video and finds those peaks where the character does something interesting or a line lands well. This intelligent scanning process instantly surfaces those high-value sound bites you might otherwise miss in a manual review. You will then review the suggested clips, though typically the AI has already nailed the best highlights for you. You can still tweak text overlays, change thumbnails, and adjust timestamps very quickly within the review interface. After final approval, schedule the clips using the auto-scheduler to populate your content calendar effortlessly. You will literally have a week's worth of shorts ready to go in just a few short minutes of focused work. This entire approach actually grows channels because you combine the reliability of consistent visuals with the speed of frequent publishing. Fans absolutely love continuity. Seeing the same character across various outfits and settings builds a recognizable and trusted brand. Simultaneously, posting frequently with small, high-quality, shareable clips keeps the social media algorithm very happy. This strategy gives you the best of both worlds, a consistent creative identity and a high cadence of content that gets seen. As a final tip, always include a clear clothing descriptor in your image prompts if you want absolute outfit consistency. Use those face edit tools aggressively to build extra headshot data, because that exercise is cheap and extremely effective for variation. Train a small private model instead of cranking out one-off prompts every time, as this is both faster and far more consistent. Finally, utilize a smart long-to-short editor like Vizard to actually scale the distribution of all your hard work. Training your character is one thing, but getting that consistent content in front of people repeatedly is the ultimate goal that builds an audience. The practical pipeline is essentially this: create the character, lock down every detail, and build that small dataset. Then fine-tune your custom model and let the smart long-to-short tool handle all the tedious editing and scheduling from there. This is truly how you go from having just a cool character idea to a steady stream of content that shows up in feeds and builds recognition without eating your time.